on the phone today, I'm afraid. How are we doing, alright? Hope you've had a good weekend. How is everybody? Whew. I've had a rough weekend this weekend. Still coming off my tablets. Yeah, anyway, whatever. Change the subject, because that's boring. How are we doing, guys? Alright? Now I've forgotten everything I was going to say. Why does it always do that? That is so annoying. Always you go, right, all ready, you go, you have all the things in your head you want to say, switch the bloody camera on, and then you forget the old, you're not, oh, I hate that. That's so frustrating. Just let me recap a minute. Okay, hold on, I'll just put it on pause and come back in a minute. I've completely forgotten. I have completely forgotten. Sorry about that. I'll tell you what. It's lovely to have the use of my knees again. I have been hobbling a little bit. I went for a bit of a walk in the Wye Valley on the weekend, which was really nice. I went down to Simmons Yat and that as well with the family. I don't know if any of you guys have ever done that. You go through the Forest of Dean and then walk down to Simmons Yat. My God, that's a steep climb. Makes you realise how unfit you are when you come back. I think flipping it. So that was some real training for my poor knee, that was. The family walked down to Simmons Yat East or West or whatever it is, and then there's a little foot ferry, which is basically a man with a little boat with a rope going, or a rope going across the river, and he pulls you across. Anyway, they went across the river, and oh, you can't see nothing. They went across the river, and I was left to walk back up the hill and walk all the way back round. I'm trying to remember to look at the bloody camera and not the effing screen, because that's really annoying. That's a really stupid habit, because you're not in the screen, you're in the camera. That is the most stupid mistake to make, that is staring at the screen, because it's like talking to you over there, isn't it? Hello everybody. You know, you're not there, are you? You're there. Hello, you see? Yeah, so Simmons Yat and all that. Sorry, I'll try and put you out the sun. I remember what I was going to talk about. I remembered what I was going to talk about. The Mandela Effect. I don't know if any of you guys know what the Mandela Effect is. It's basically different people having different memories of what reality actually is. And more people seem to have sort of latched onto it. Anyway, sorry it's shaky, guys. I've only got my phone today. The GoPro batteries and all were any flat and oh whatever. Anyway, I couldn't bring it, so I've got this instead. Yeah, Mandela Effect. Basically, what it boiled down to was lots and lots of people came to the assumption that Nelson Mandela had died back in the 80s. I was one of them. I was absolutely convinced that he died in prison. Obviously when he was released, which I think was... When was he released? I think he actually died in 2013, didn't he? I think. I can't remember. I don't have the information to hand. But, obviously later when he was released. But going back to memories, my memories stated that he died in the 1980s in prison, and hundreds if not thousands of other people thought exactly the same thing. Sorry about this, there's sun in your eye there. Yeah, hundreds if not thousands of people thought the same thing, and this created the Mandela Effect. And since then there's been hundreds of things that have come to light that people have remembered different things, and the Mandela Effect has basically come to the fact that people believe that it's now, can I go back there because it's making my arm hurt, that people actually believe that it's multiple timelines or multiple realities existing in one timeline, which I mean, I can see all the theories, and I think I'm personally looking at it all, looking into it, because I was definitely affected by it, and I definitely remember the Nelson Mandela thing, and I found it all very fascinating. Anyway, the more I've looked into it, the more I've actually realised that most of it, or actually, if not all of it, is media based. So in other words, it seems to be that the media has manipulated, or it appears that the things that are causing the Mandela Effect are all to do with the media. They seem to be films, news articles, all stuff that could be changed if you so wished. I can think of so many. Let's just pick a few out of, let's just pick a few out of the sky. Sex in the City, right? There was one. Now, I'm convinced it was Sex. See, I'm saying it now, Sex in the City. Apparently it was not called that. It was called Sex and the City. Well, it is now not called Sex and the City. But you go back and look at lots of older footage of when it first came out, and it was Sex in the City. And even the people that worked, is it Jennifer Anderson and all that, is it? I don't know, I never watched it, but the people that actually got Academy Awards for it and all that stuff, and Golden Globes and all that, they all said Sex in the City, and now it's called Sex and the City. So they've changed it, so the media has changed it. But as far as people are concerned, it's still called Sex in the City, not Sex and the City. So there's one. It was Darth Vader in Star Wars. There was an iconic line when I think it was shortly after Luke had his arm chopped off. He had a battle with Darth Vader, and Darth Vader says to Luke, "Luke, I am your father." And I know 100% that's what he said. And you know why? Because I was a real fan of Star Wars. I must have watched it hundreds of times because I was a real sci-fi buff. And sorry, my shoulder's really hurting this morning. And I am 100% convinced that is what he said. Anyway, apparently he doesn't say that now. He says, "No, I am your father." I'm thinking, okay. Right, the bloke that actually did the voice of Darth Vader in the film, when he was questioned about it, he did the line in the film. He actually filmed, he made the film. And you know what he said? He said, "Luke, I am your father." This is what he remembered. So, again, I think it's another media manipulation that's changed it. They're saying it's to do with people's memory of it. And I don't think it is, because if the people that actually did it, I mean, I was a Star Wars buff, I watched it, and I'm 100, if not 200% convinced he said, Luke, I am your father, right? I'd put money on it, and that's not the case now. It is, no, I'm your father. And apparently this is what's happened since. I can't think of any others offhand, but you know, it's the thing is, the way I've seen it is, it's very easy for the media to change things. They could quite easily change stuff. What I was going to do is, I have an old VHS, a video tape box set of Star Wars. So what I'm going to do for you guys is we'll go back and we'll have a look and see what it actually says, because I'm 100% convinced he says, Luke, I'm your father, along with thousands and thousands of other people think exactly the same thing as I do. So we'll try it, we'll have a look, because there's I've had those box sets since, oh, I don't know, I think I got them back in the 90s. I think I got given them back in the 90s, so I know full well they haven't been changed. So because people having looking at it now and looking at the research are looking at the later versions, which could have quite easily been manipulated and changed. Right, let's go back there now. They could quite easily have been changed. Do you know what I mean? Because of the digital age that we're in, that it's quite easy to be able to change things and to make them say something completely different. Now, as to if this is the case, what is the agenda behind it? Why would you want to confuse people to think they're in the multiple realities? Why would you put this idea out there? I have no idea, but I'm finding it, I mean, because I've been doing all this research on the Philadelphia experiment and stuff like that, and seeing this time travel and multiple dimensions and all sorts of thing, I'm finding it really fascinating. You know, it's really starting to get your juices going, you know. Yeah, it's fascinating stuff. Anyway, we'll have a look at that one. Yeah, anyway, that's long enough. Yeah, so there's a thought for the day, guys. Look out for the next video, because it will probably be having a look at this box set, and we'll have a look and see what it's about, and we'll have a look and see what he actually says. Anyway, lovely night, guys. Have a great rest of the day. Have a good thought into the Mandela Effect, and see you next vid. And there's Ellie over there in somebody else's woodland, but isn't she enjoying it? Lucky her. I think they'll be bringing in the garden furniture next. Right, bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and click the bell icon. If you want regular updates, head over to my website. Over there you'll see stay updated on every video. Put your email address in there and submit, and you'll get a regular update to every video I upload. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Please like and subscribe and share the video, and I will see you in the next vid.